Hello, Connor here for day 65 of meditation. And today, we were meant to meditate, but we kind of got in a racket of sorting books and files. We realized we hadn't. Oh, yeah, so the desk is falling apart as well. But yeah, we spent the meditation kind of sorting books. We realized there was like a billion books we had not read or that we needed to reread, so we sorted them into piles. Must read ASAP, must read second ASAP, and a third pile which we don't really give a shit about. Yeah, but we did meditate a little bit, even though we were distracted. And the big theme of today was entropy, which we heard yesterday. We probably heard in the past, but like we haven't really noticed it until recently. And entropy follows the concept of impermanence, or they kind of correlate with each other. So essentially entropy being and correct me if I'm wrong, and this is what I've heard from talking to people, so I do have to look into it further, but entropy being the shift between, or more the shift between energy or like particles into different forms of energy and particles, or different densities and stuff. So everything holds the same amount of energy. So say like an ice cube would be low entropy, they call it, which means it's like condensed and it's stable. I don't know if stable is the right word, but it's like compact, stable, condensed. It takes form. It's kind of like it's controlled. It's controlled into an ice cube, which is condensed particles, which is low entropy. Entropy essentially meaning, or being the state of chaotic means to particles. So high entropy is like a gas, particles, atoms, whatever you call them, energy everywhere, and then low entropy being an ice cube. And then an ice cube melts and it increases entropy, becomes water, then it evaporates and increases even more entropy. How this correlates with impermanence is essentially the impermanent nature of all things, entropy recognizing that all things are moving towards chaos. Chaos being high entropy, the decay, or the expansion of one's energy and particles, which apparently is all the same. Like I said, I have to research this further. So like say you got a steel blade or steel bar, it's valuable to impermanence, meaning one day it won't be a steel bar, it'll be like rust and rubble and dust, whatever. Entropy being low entropy when it's a steel bar, certain amount of energy, certain amount of particles within bar, atoms, whatever, decay over time, impermanence, entropy expanding as middle bar decays, expanding through dust and through other particles, yet that is the same energy which represented the bar. It doesn't disappear or expand, is the same energy which just changes forms. And they say everything is energy just changing forms. Yes. Tomorrow we're meant to do contemplative meditation on this today, and to align that with research as well, so we can give you the full understanding. This is a very foundational just thought towards it, what I've heard. So we'll get more information to you guys tomorrow. We'll do some contemplative meditation and do some research. Yeah, or look into it for yourself. But essentially it says with impermanence and entropy together, it's saying everything is moving towards chaos, meaning everything, yes, is impermanent and moving towards destruction in the end. meaning our bodies, high entropy, controlled living organisms. Low entropy, our bodies in dirt, in ground, corpse, decaying, rotting away, high entropy, increasing entropy. Yet the same energy is just converted into a new energy, into a less condensed energy, a less controlled energy, and a more chaotic one. Yes, I want to delve into this further because my thoughts towards that was awesome. Everything's moving towards chaos. I've been trying to think of stuff that doesn't move towards chaos. I don't really have any ideas yet because everything forms and then deforms. I don't know. But another thought was like the energy that our mind uses and stuff. Directly attention. Where does that energy go? If all energy is consistent across our world or maybe the universe, I don't fully know. But then, and if our energy is consistent when we are alive and when we are in the ground, then what about the energy that our mind uses? Because our mind certainly uses energy. So where does that energy come from? And is that energy a part of us, or do we receive it from somewhere else? And when we decay in the ground, where does that mind energy go? If it is a part of us. I don't know. We'll think about it. Maybe they're stupid questions. But we'll contemplative meditation on it tomorrow. And hopefully have a little bit more of an understanding. And we'll do some research as well. So we can maybe bring you guys some more information. Oh yeah. Take care, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow for day 66. Hello. It's Connor here for day 66 of meditation. And our last meditation was Friday last week. It is now Monday of the new week. And yes, we had our rave and we had a jam-packed weekend, which should have taken a lot out of us. Yes, we're a bit tired today, but the whole weekend has actually been quite splendid. And there's a hint at I guess a perspective shift or an awareness shift, which has helped us navigate this weekend quite splendidly. Could also be just frame of mind currently. Yeah, but most weekends lately, if we've been destroying ourselves, usually it's a day of fun, a day of recovery. Day of recovery is not as much fun. This weekend, we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and all 4 days were fun. Even if we were just sitting around doing nothing, it was still fun. We talked about guilt trip recently. Sometimes you can guilt trip yourself for doing nothing days, but no, it was fun. I think a lot of it's come into awareness. So essentially, what we spoke about recently, the Eckhart Tolle depiction of awareness, essentially asking if we are aware in our current moment right now. So if we ask ourselves, are we aware? Am I aware right now? Then you can snap into the awareness state. And when you recognize that snapping into this awareness state allows you to be with the moment and actually see what is before you, therefore presenting a more positive, cheerful state. And when we know how to switch into that constantly, then whether it's a good time or a bad time in the circumstances we're currently in, we can find some sort of like presence and peace in it, which has been our main state of mind throughout this whole weekend, which has been nice. Just finding that awareness, finding that present space before you, and being with it. And everything is just fun. Everything really is fun, no matter what you're doing. And you don't really have to be doing anything, because our only true motive or purpose or way to live fulfillingly is to understand and adapt and appreciate the moment we're living in every moment that we're pursuing. Technically, life doesn't have to be doing one thing after another, doing this, doing that, planning out day by day. Technically life doesn't have to be so planned out. It's good to plan it out, but technically all this construction that we do within life, everything we decide to build, the purpose we wish to pursue, the chores we wish to navigate personally for ourselves for a grander purpose, we're not sure if that truly matters. It gives meaning to oneself, then that's good. But technically what does matter most for each individual in this life is to just enjoy each moment that we're in and see life before you and move with it. People can do anything in life, any job, any career, any purpose, anything. If they're not pleased, or if they're not getting the fulfillment they seek out of it, then is it worth pursuing, for one? And is your mind in the right place? Are you navigating it from a correct place of presence and seeing the moment before you, being aware of the moment, being aware in the moment that you're in? Because technically anything that we do, as long as we bring this foundation of awareness to it, this realization of life, actually experiencing life, we are life, we experience life, we see life, we are life seeing life. And once you also take away perspectives from outside sources coming in towards you, rather you're going to navigate from you looking out. That was just off meditations, but that wasn't off meditations. That last part was. But yeah, as long as you got all this and you live moment by moment, then that is all life truly requires of you. It doesn't even require that. That's just if you want a happy life, moment by moment. But yes, as you can probably tell, we are quite cooked today anyway. But we are in appreciation of life, either way. And yes, the bed's still messy. We've decided we'll just set ourselves a challenge of we'll get rid of each book when that book has been read. So essentially we got to read like 40 books so that the bed's clear again. Who knows if we'll stick to that, but that's the goal for now. And we'll start a little book chapter on PonderKnowledge. A little book recap thing, so books are easy to understand. Some good books here. Marcus Aurelius, the first one I'm reading. Good information to pass on. Anyway, thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 67. See ya. Hello, it's Connor for day 69 of meditation. And today, good meditation. We're kind of contemplating the common sense which underlies navigating from the present or from the present. So when we navigate from present, there's like a common sense which naturally prospers and realizes things which maybe we didn't even know prior because our thoughts or mind was blocking it. But I think with life, or given we are a part of life, allows us to have like a fundamental understanding of it. So, because we are part of the whole, because we are part of everything, the universe and life itself, it allows us, when we just sit with it and be with it and navigate from this realization of the flowing aspect of life, nature, and the continual flow towards change, then we can begin to sit with life and understand it for ourselves as we truly see it for ourselves. I know none of that probably makes sense, but essentially we are part of this, of everything that we see, part of the whole, which is probably understandable. Something births all of existence and we are a part of that existence. So when we actually look around and take it in for a second, so be present, one, look around, know that everything forms from essentially the same thing which you form from, understanding that everything is a part of existence or a part of taking form, just as you are a part of existence, a part of this continual change which happens throughout the universe, or is always happening throughout the universe, depending on which way you perceive it. Technically, if you navigate from presence, there's no change in the presence, but technically you're flowing with change continually, as every second of every day throughout the entire universal lifetime, things are always just decomposing and taking form. Decomposing, taking form. We talked about impermanence and entropy and how that was last week, and how everything's just changing constantly, dispersing particles, atoms, which then take form and then over time begin to deteriorate and form chaotic mess of atoms and particles once more, which all takes shape in some form of energy or molecule combination. Physicists out there can probably assist, or maybe we just need to read some physician books. But essentially, the moral of the story for today is just understand that you are a part of the whole, that you are a part of nature, and this allows us a fundamental understanding of nature, which is why when we see it for what it is before us, we allow ourselves to truly see it. We allow life, existence, form to experience life, existence, form, which is a strange phenomenon. When you take notice of these things, there's a compounding, overwhelming nature to it, but there's also a really simple profanity to it as well. When you navigate from seeing life before you and just accepting life for what it is, and the continual change that happens in it, and the perceptions we play in the present moment, and how that contributes to our life in the current moment, which is the only life we always have. Once we understand that, then we can just begin to navigate with awareness and a peace of mind of experiencing what is before us with a fundamental understanding, rather than seeking control or dominance over something which as a whole is just another part of us, or something which created us in the first place, which we will never truly have control over, or we can never truly predict or any of that. So we will continue on with that in the future, but just thoughts, just flow with life and understanding you are a part of all of this life. So when you flow with it, it is life experiencing life, or existence experiencing existence. It is existence or life experiencing itself. You are just allowing that life or that existence. I don't know if they're the right words for it, by the way, but this is what we're using. There's probably many words for it, I don't know. But we are allowing that life or that existence or that energy, life energy, I don't know, to just experience and see more of its own creation, which is insane. Anyway, take care, and we'll see you for day 70. Yay!